the first episode of Viper Rooms. Now, you might think, what happened to our last podcast? Well, unfortunately, the studio pulled the plug on that one, and with this one, we might get in trouble because of the name. If we do, we'll have to change it, but I tell you what, the names may change, but the hosts will remain the same. Sam Cooke, how you doing?
Good, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Episode 1 again, man.
Comfortable at Steph's house.
Yeah, we're here at Stefan Tribe's beautiful abode in East London, and we've got a very special guest, haven't we?
I'm excited, man.
Yeah. So, for episode 1, I feel like we're born again, and welcome to the show, Ismael Calvo.
Dude, I don't know which camera I should look, man.
Just look at us, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's.
But do you think I'm there? I'm in this shot?
This one you are,
Okay.
thankfully, and you'll be in that one.
Yeah, that one for sure.
So cool, welcome.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I'm very happy to be here, man.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying London?
Dude, I think it's amazing. Yeah. I've been here before, but most of the time that I were here, I was just mostly skating. So now I had the opportunity to see new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you went to your first UK hardcore show yesterday. I missed it, but how was that?
It was amazing. It was amazing. I had this feeling that the vibe was going to be like angry, but the people there were really friendly, man.
Yeah.
I really like it, man.
I think for me, it's kind of like the streetboard vibe. It's like, okay, you've got this like aggression, but it's a big family of people. Someone gets hurt, everybody's in there.
Yeah, man. I really like it, man.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning. Like, how long have you been streetboarding? How did you first start, dude?
Dude, I've been skating forever, man. I started like when I was 13 or something, yeah. And I started skating because by then, a snakeboard was kind of popular. And I saw a snakeboard in some shop, or I saw someone skating, and I just bought one board. Yeah. Like everybody else.
Who did you first start riding with?
Well, everyone knows Speed, but there's some other riders from Chile that they were really good, like Pata. I don't know if you know this guy. He went to Worlds in Argentina. Yeah, he was kind of like living in my same city, so we were good friends and we started skating together. But I met Speed not so long later, so yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
And how was the scene back then in Chile? Was it big?
It was amazing, man. I remember those days like gold days, man, because back in the day we didn't have any sort of skate park, man. And we had to skate in the street, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful, man. Yeah. I learned all my tricks like in the street, man. So I'm so proud of it, man.
Yeah, man. We were talking the other day about like the difference between street skating and skating in just skate parks.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about street skating?
Dude, I think it's amazing. I think it's so artistic, man. It's totally different than riding a skate park, man.
Yeah.
I really like it, man.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys start the same way, no?
It's the same.
Oh man, there was no skate parks.
Yeah.
Where I grew up.
You were doing basically street all the time.
Yeah, just jumping downstairs, grinding curves.
Yeah, that's amazing, man.
No, in London, I remember that like the main skate park in Camden, dude, it was just a concrete pyramid. That was it. That was the skate park.
But PlayStation skate park is very old now.
Yeah, PlayStation skate park actually opened with the ramps that were used for the 1997
World
Championship.
96 World Championship.
Yeah.
No, 96 World Championships.
Something about that.
Yeah, so, but I'd been skating for like 3-4 years by then when PlayStation opened. So that was the first like proper like UK skate park.
Dude, it must be very hard to skate street in London if it's always raining, man.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
We have a lot of indoor skate parks, but we don't really go to them very much.
I mean, that's the cool thing, like, because now I'm in Barcelona, is because here you have to plan it and you make your plans. Like, if you've got people coming to, say it's London or a city, you plan for like 2 weeks, especially now we're older, it's like people have stuff to do, and you always get to the day, it's fucking raining, man.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But it just makes it harder, but it just makes skaters a bit more resilient.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And the spots too are just kind of rough, which kind of like Chile.
Yeah. Tell us, so like, so you start skating like at 13, 14.
Yeah.
then you came to the Argentina Worlds.
Yeah, dude.
How was that as an experience? And how old were you? Like 14, 15?
Yeah, I was like 15, and my mom had to sign this paper so I could get out of the country, man. And it was amazing, and I was so happy to meet everyone, all these international riders that I used to watch in the videos, man. It was the first time that I see them, so I liked it a lot, man. I went there with a very big group of Chilean guys, so we had so much fun in the bus and there and everything, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
And
then, the next, because I remember seeing you there, and I was like, all of you Chilean guys were just killing it. We were just like, these guys are ledge skater, like rail skater, like 5.0s all over.
Even Spit was doing 720s on that, right?
Yeah.
He quarter pipe, but everything was kind of rough at that park.
Yeah, and then so from there, next time that you really then popped up was when you kind of grew with when you stopped skating with Dimension, right?
Yeah, sure.
So what happened in between those years, and how did you get on Dimension?
Well, Speed wanted to be like a professional streetboarder, so he dropped school and he used to travel a lot, and he went to France to Worlds, and then he met some people there, and he was connected to Brington somehow, so he got sponsored by Dimension. And I was a really, really close friend to Speed by then, and he invited me to come over, and he told Victor, hey, this kid from Chile, he's really good, and he introduced me to him, and that's how I started being part of the Dimension family, or getting more into skating, man.
Yeah, and when you said, sorry?
It's been filming for Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I went to the US 1 year earlier, and I came to Blood and Conquer then.
Yeah.
So that was the first serious competition that I competed, and my level was a little bit higher by then.
How did you do in Blood and Concrete? Oh, you did that really long 5 ledge.
Yeah, I won the ledge contest.
Yeah. The metal ledge. Was it the metal ledge? Yeah.
Red ledges.
Yeah.
I missed that, man, because my
You weren't there, man.
Yeah, I was, but late because my plane to Spain got hit by a bird.
No.
We had to turn around and go back to Gatwick, and it was kind of scary, man. There was a burning smell in the cockpit,
Really?
and there was fire engines came surrounded the plane and shit.
I never heard that, man.
Yeah.
You went there with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah. And then we got the next plane to Spain, which went to Alicante, which was stupid because we should have gone to Perpignan, and we ended up getting an 8-hour bus across the country.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. And then I hit that big ledge.
Because you just got there. Remember?
Man, it was the longest run up for that ledge.
Yeah. And you and Una just turned up at that
I did a
part.
really sketchy 50-50.
Yeah.
And then,
Did you hit the big ledge, the down ledge?
Yeah. I did some tricks, but then I felt really bad and I injured myself.
Yeah.
I didn't compete in the next days, man.
Oh.
I fucked up my leg somehow and I couldn't skate, man. Yeah.
And you guys stayed at Mike Dad's house on the way.
Yeah. With everyone.
Yeah.
Josh was there, Brinton. Yeah.
So what happened with Dimension?
The gringo story.
No, it was all good, man. I think I really have, I don't know how to say it, man. I have a tough personality, man. Even if nobody knows about it, I do. Yeah. And I was very young by then, man. Yeah, I was very young, and I don't know, I was not following rules that much, so,
Just making too many demands for your rider or whatever.
Yeah, something like that, man.
Yeah. I love
it. Has to be a grand piano in every room you stay in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not strapping in.
But I still have a very good relationship with Victor and Josh. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
We had some issues when I was younger, but now it's totally cool, man.
Yeah, good guys, man. Good guys.
Yeah.
I love your section in Left 4 Dead, but I think one of my favourite streetboard sections ever is your one.
Thank you.
But even more than that is your one in Geeks on Wheels.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's the song. I really like the song on that as well.
Yeah, well, Simon chose it for me.
Yeah. Okay. But how was because it wasn't long after Left. Well,
no, man. I remember going to Spain after the US to film for Geeks on Wheels. And I was so fucking injured because of skating rails in California, But there I had the opportunity to finally stop skating so many rails because the Speed was obsessed with that. And I had the opportunity to skate edges and manuals, and that's the terrain I like the most actually. I really like technical skating.
Yeah. And then how was it? So to explain to people, what was HPT? What was Geeks and Wheels about? Who else was in the team as well? And were you all skating together, like for filming?
Actually, not so much. I mean, Simon hired Sebastian for editing, and Kai was living in Simon Lorenzo's house for a while. So by then they were skating together as a team and filming. But I was living in Chile and I had to attend to school, so I didn't have that much free time to come here to skate. So I was filming by myself in Chile. And I came to Europe, but just for like a month or something, so I couldn't like be part of the team tour, stuff like this, I live in Chile, man. That's so fucking far, man.
Yeah. What's it like living in Chile? How would you sell the country to the rest of the world, or to the streetboarders out there? What's some of the good things? Because you're very disconnected. Like you've got the Andes just cutting the whole country. My
country is like completely isolated from the world, man. And it's so far from everything that it's so far from everything that I don't know, man. Like not that many people travel to Chile, so we are kind of like in an island or something, man. But I like it. I don't know. Somehow, I don't know. I'm so used to being there, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
Should I wait?
Maybe now. I don't know how Steph did this. Oh, fuck's sake. Steph, wake up. He's got a little plastic bee here, but I don't know how that worked.
What do you think about Chile, man?
What, me?
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Yes, the monos locos.
País de monos locos.
Yeah.
I had a brilliant time in Chile, man. 5 stars.
Yeah, no.
You're the best tour guide.
Yeah, I know. If you guys come to my place and stay with me, for sure you're gonna have fun. But what do you think about the country?
It was a little bit chaotic, man. I must admit. Yeah.
You remember we almost died, man, when the bus was
We almost died so many times. So
yeah.
I almost died this weekend.
Yeah.
On Friday.
No, I remember when they lost my bag, and I was like in contact with them by email, and I said, "Can I just come to the airport and get it?" And they were like, "On your head be it, mate."
Yeah, I remember. And then we went there, and your bag was just there. País de monos locos, man. I told you.
Yeah, I like Chile, man. Like I really enjoyed it. It's obviously, you've got a big gap between, you can see, it's a lot, I always like, every time I travel to South America, you see like the gap between the rich and the poor, the middle class, you've got a much bigger gap there, and it's very rough and ready, but I've always found people super friendly and
yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's fine, man, it's fine. I don't know, I can't complain, man, I have a good life there.
Yeah.
But the mentality of the people, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't like it that much. It's kind of corrupt, and people just care about being rich or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's everywhere, man.
Yeah, but there's a lack of cultural things going on there that I don't like. People don't appreciate that much.
I mean, you travel a lot. You travel a lot.
I'm so lucky, man.
Yeah. What's one of your favourite places that you've travelled? Outside of Hackney, of course.
It depends what I want to do, man. But I really like to go to California to skate there, and I think California is the best place to be if you want to film like a street section, or I don't know, if you want to skate like good skate parks with good weather. I love it there, man. Yeah. Maybe I'm not so comfortable with the American culture. They care too much about money and big cars and stuff like that. And
I think sometimes the American people seem so enthusiastic. It almost feels a little bit insincere, but I know it's not. It's just different to the way that we speak to each other in English. I quite like it. I like it. Well, people are polite. Yeah, it seems like they are anyway. In Utah, they are.
I tell you one thing about it that really pisses me off with it, and this is just an American culture. My girlfriend works for an American company. Is when they write emails, they don't write hi or dear so and so. They just write Jay. And I find that as an English person so rude. Like they're shouting at you, Jay.
What's your preferred? What do you write?
Huh? Dear.
Dear?
Yeah, of course.
Dear.
Dear. Yeah,
Sir. What's your sign off?
Depends, best or safe?
Do you know what I hate?
What?
Is when people have BW.
What does that
Stands for short for best wishes.
And
But they've got that in their preset email signature, man.
What?
The fuck?
Yeah, man.
Hate it.
Yeah.
Well, I do it when I want to cuss people. Just like BW in a bigger font. I'm too lazy to write best wishes. It's not worth it.
Yeah, what do they call it in hip hop when they're passing shots? I can't remember, but yeah, no, I mean, I remember exactly when I was in a gas station next to Max Anderson's house, and the guy had gone in to get some gas, I guess, or whatever, and she was like, "You have a good day," and I was like, "Fucking hell," and I was like, "Actually, do you know what? I actually think she means it. Like, she's not being like over OTT."
Yeah.
I was just like, it's different. What's one of your favorite countries?
I don't know, man. I like Germany, man.
Yeah.
I really like the German culture, man. Yeah. I always come to this place when it's summer, so maybe I don't have the right idea of the country. But I don't know, man. I really like the scene there, people. I love it, man. Yeah. I have my good friend Kai there that I always visit, so I like it there, man.
You go every summer, pretty much?
Yeah, man. I've been in Germany last, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years in a row, man. Yeah.
And you're really into techno as well. That's a big part of your life.
Yeah. Well, I have this. I produce parties. You know, I have this party going on in Chile, so I'm into electronic music. Not specifically techno, but yeah, I'm very into electronic music, man.
Yeah. What types and what genres?
It depends on my mood, man.
Yeah.
It depends on my mood and how I feel. But I like techno actually. Yeah, but it's a little bit rough for me. So it depends. If I'm in an after party, techno is fine, you know. But driving my car in the morning listening to techno is kind of too much for me, you know. Yeah, man.
Nice.
So tell us when you started playing the piano. This is something people might not know about you.
Yeah, dude. I started when I was very young, and before skating, like when I was 12 or something. And I'm so into it, man. I love it. It's all my life I have skating and piano, and I was never able to choose something because I like both so much. But yeah, I have been playing for so long, and in the last 5 or 6 years I have this teacher and I study almost like 6 hours every day, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was one of my favourite bits in Chile, man, being serenaded each morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for those who don't know, and if anyone's lucky enough, and we'll talk about Colmo in a minute, to go and visit, actually that's something else we should say, visit Ismael in where he lives. It's like every day you'll sit down for a good few, so 6 hours a day normally.
Yeah, I study 3 in the morning and 3 in the evening, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I don't know. Maybe it's not just about playing the piano. I like to be on my own and meditate and think about stuff before I go out of the house, you know. So I sit in the piano and...
I kind of think that your piano playing is quite a lot like your skating.
You think so?
Yeah, you try the same line over and over again until it's perfect.
Yeah,
and then if you make one mistake, fuck, go back to the start. I can see you like...
Yeah, man, it could be. Yeah, it could be. I have this sort of discipline to develop my skills, you know.
Yeah. How much do you skate per week on a normal, you know, when you're at home?
I feel so sad about this. I have to be honest. I'm not skating that much as before, and I think the main reason is because my skate park got burned, man. And yeah, but I want to like rebuild it and start skating again. But this year has been not so good for my skating because of this situation, and I'm kind of busy with other things, so I don't have enough time to skate, man. Yeah, and where I live, the skate parks are so shitty that I have to like drive for 1 hour, and there are not that many people skating anymore. So yeah, it's getting a little bit more tough to keep skating a lot, you know.
Yeah. And then, so you said your skate park got burned down. What for all of those people out there who don't know, what is Colmo? Like, describe it to them, and then what was your skate park and how did it burn down?
Dude, Colmo is paradise, man. Dude, I like it so much. I think it was like the summer house for streetboarders, man. And I love when I have my house full of people around the world and we were skating and barbecue and partying and traveling around. That was like such a good time, man. Yeah, and last year my house where I have the skate park got burned, like the whole garden, and my skate park got completely burned from this fire from the forest. So yeah, man, I lose my skate park, and people are coming to my place still. Sam came last summer, and I feel that I have to rebuild this to bring more streetboarders coming over, man.
Yeah.
It was paradise, man.
Yeah,
Like, beautiful mini ramp, street section, big air, all in the eucalyptus forest with a beautiful garden and a swimming pool.
Yeah.
What more could you want? And
the thing is, when you travel and you go somewhere to skate, you are mostly like traveling, you know, and you don't have time to like chill and like I don't know, man, like do barbecues with everybody and get to know everybody, you know. But in Colmo was cool because we all stay there and sleep together and have fun and go out and skate and so on, man. Have such a good time, man.
But if you rebuild it, what will you put there?
Yeah, well, I wish to have everything back, but all the construction material got so fucking expensive in the last years or the last months, man, that I think I will just build the launch box again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and maybe I'll do a mini ramp, but a very small one, man, because the mini ramp is so expensive, and to build like the same mini ramp, like it's that big, it's
why
really
don't you do it in concrete this time? It won't go down.
Yeah, that would be nice, man, but I think wood is not so dangerous, man. When you like are jumping on a big air and you land in concrete, man, it could be very like dangerous for you, man.
Just the ledges and stuff.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I have to think about it. My parents, they are okay with me having a skate park at the house, but as long as I can move everything, it's fine, you know. But if I do like concrete thing, they will stay there forever. Yeah, man.
How do your parents use the house often?
No, not really, man. Not really. They bought this house many years ago, and they want us to go there like every weekend or something. But the house is so close to where my parents live that in the beginning we were there for the weekend, but then we started going just for one day, and then I don't know, my sister, that is my oldest sibling, she started like going out, and then my brother, so then my parents didn't want to go there by themselves, so the house is mostly empty, man. Yeah.
So the house didn't burn?
No, the house is fine. Just the house. All the garden got burned, but the house is fine.
No, cool. And then, you ever done any events? In Chile?
I wish, man. I wish.
Museo X.
I always wanted to like plan an event when you guys were coming.
Yeah.
But I thought that it was not necessary, man.
Yeah.
Because when you have a competition, people get nervous and you can get sad because you didn't win or something like this. So I prefer just to have like a chill session with everybody and whatever, man. You know.
Yeah. Just a good time.
Yeah.
Cool. And I was going to say, and then like, so because you're known, that's the thing. I think you know, most people know you for ledge skating, street skating, but you're pretty good on box. Like you're sick on box.
Yeah, man. I improved my skills with Colmo, man.
Yeah. What's your best box trick, you think?
Well, I had this foam pit, and I learned new flips there, and I land like roll 7, front flip, switchback flip, and stuff like this. Yeah, I was about to land 900, but then my skateboard got burned, man, and I couldn't.
I tell you mine, your back fives are just super nice, right?
Yeah, man, I'm proud of that. I think back fives are really hard, man, and it took me so much time to learn it, but like now I know how to do it, and I'm so proud of it, man. Backside spin have never been like a good thing on my skating, you know. I always struggle with it, man.
You're not worried about the tarantulas in the foam pit?
No, man.
Because they're there, right?
You were so scared about that, man. Yeah.
Dude, it makes it just get out faster. So
yes, next guy.
Well, I mean, because I've seen a tarantula in the kitchen in Colmo. Pipo called it.
Yeah, there was a tarantula in the kitchen. There was a rat on Pipo's pillow. What the fuck do you think is going to be in the foam pit out in the woods?
Marion told Carlotta the story about the rat, and I was like, tell Carlotta the story about the rat, and he was like, oh, la rata! So every time I'm talking to Marion, Carlotta goes, la rata!
Because Pipo had that big rat tail back then.
Yeah.
That's such a funny story. There's footage of
Yeah,
this.
he just filmed it 'cause he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. But it was a healthy looking rat, like a big, fat jungle rat, man.
Yeah. And he's just standing up looking at Marion at one point like this.
The most funny part of that story was that in that morning, people show up in the kitchen and he starts showing us the video of the rat. And then Marian, who was there, he said to me, "Oh my God, I had this feeling that something was walking on my head, but now I know it was a rat, man." Yeah, man. But it's part of the nature, man.
Yeah.
It's countryside. What do you expect, man?
Yeah, also we slept with like the doors open as well.
Yeah, dude.
And
There was
stray dogs.
food everywhere, so
Yeah.
what do you expect, man?
But you don't live when you're in Chile. You don't live in Colmo.
No.
Where do you live?
Well, I used to live in an apartment, and now I live in my grandmother's house. That she's dead for like 10 years. So my mom used to rent this house, but I have a grand piano, and I couldn't have this piano at my apartment. So I said to my parents that I need to live with this piano. So my mom, she gave me this house.
Nice.
Yeah, I love to live with my grand piano, man.
Yeah. Where is that?
It's in Reñaca, man. I don't know if you remember this.
That's where
Next to the beach.
next to the beach. Yeah, I remember Reñaca.
I think it's a really nice hood. I really like to live there, man. It's very quiet and it's cool, man.
Yeah. Cool, man. And then when you travel, because you've got the different seasons in the northern hemisphere. So you travel. So you have summers in Chile and then you have summers in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's alive. And where do you normally hit? Europe?
Yeah, mostly if I want to skate, I come here because I have friends and I want to visit them and see them. So I like to come to Europe every summer, man. I go to Barcelona, I have friends there. Then this year I came to London and I'm very happy about it because you guys live here, and I want to go to Germany to visit Kai and Nacho that lives in the south of Spain, or Urs that is gonna be a father. Congratulations, Urs.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
Yeah. And Urs has been to Chile twice, three
Dude,
times.
the first time Urs came to Chile, I think I never speak with him ever before, and he just came alone. So I was a little bit nervous about having him at my place, but Urs is such a friendly guy.
Great guy, man.
Yeah, I love him, man.
Yeah.
I knew you guys would kick it off.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird in the beginning, but Urs is such a friendly guy, man.
Cool.
Yeah, and super charming, man. We were at
Super charming.
we went to this party in Argentina, and he somehow kind of wiled his way into the backstage VIP area, and the next thing you know, he's dancing on the stage next to the DJs
In front of thousands of people.
And he had this little shopping bag with vodka and stuff, and like a pink shell suit top, and he just got lost doing his shopping.
He didn't rap, did he? Because he rap. Have you seen his?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. He have a really nice video clip, man.
Yeah.
Of him rapping. Yeah.
I love them, man, because it's in Swiss German as well, which is just so odd.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man.
Yeah, high German.
Yeah. High German, is that what it's
Still
called?
high German.
Cool. Nice. And then going back to skating, who influenced you the most skating? I mean, both also who you skated with, but also from video clips and stuff like that growing up.
Well, when I was young, man, I was inspired by everyone, But then I started skating a lot with Speed, man, and I think he inspired me a lot because Speed was so into skating and he really liked to push himself and he really liked to skate big rails, and I was kind of afraid of doing that, but he really pushed me to do it, and I think I progressed a lot skating because of him, man. Yeah. And after him, I started skating a lot with Sergi, man. And Sergi also, man, he inspired me a lot, and he's so talented, man, that I really appreciate the fact that we were skating together for many years, man.
Yeah. You spent almost a whole year together, living together.
Dude, we were like a couple, man.
Yeah.
We were living together for 2 or 3 years, man.
Yeah.
He used to come to Chile every summer for 2 months, man.
Yeah.
And then I was traveling with him in the US, and then we were coming to Europe. Such a good time, man. Yeah.
Is that when you filmed? Well, you filmed because what was it called? I'm terrible with the name. Colin Horan edited it. What was it called?
Strap to Live.
Strap to Live.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that video, man.
Yeah.
I mostly filmed this video with Sergi, man.
Yeah.
And we were doing night sessions with lights and skating all over, man. And he came to Chile to film me, and I was filming him too. So yeah, man, it was really good. I'm very proud of that video, man.
And we used to guys staying at Victor's then.
Yeah, we used to travel around. We used to go to Josh and Victor's and David Oldgood house also.
There's a long nose grind in that video on a rail, and it looks
Switch,
like
man. It's switch.
Yeah, switch.
And it looks like you carry on grinding when you go.
I know the rail one.
Yeah, man, I'm so proud of that trick, man. You guys have no idea how hard was it for me, because it was so windy and you have to take the speed uphill and the rail is kind of sticky. So yeah, man, that was one of my favorite tricks ever, man.
How many tries did it take you?
I went 3 days there, man.
Wow.
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah. I took Sergi there, like 2 days, and he was not able to land normal nose grind, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I sent this video to him, and he was so like jealous about it, man.
Who filmed it then?
My Chilean friends.
Yeah.
I think Tanki was there.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jordan as well. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they came up to LA to.
No, that was in Chile.
That was in Chile, that one.
Yeah.
It's in Chile.
Yeah, it's in Chile.
Oh, do you know why? No, for some reason I was thinking of the nose grind you did a Cobra tour on the King.
Dude.
Yeah, now I know.
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm so stoked about that, man. I remember that session.
Yeah.
The day before that trick, we were skating around and we went to what's the name of this huge rail?
El Toro?
No, it's bigger.
La Jolla.
No. Walnut.
Walnut, yeah.
Shit. Yeah,
That's the biggest rail ever, man. And we were not trying to get there. We were like looking for another spot and we couldn't find it. We were looking for a king rail or something, and we couldn't find it. So Sergi said to me, "Oh, okay, the session is over. I don't think we will skate any other spot." So I started smoking weed with someone, Eric. I think. We were smoking weed and I got super stoned. And then we show up into this place and Sergi killed it there that day. Eric skated and I was feeling a little bit too stoned to skate at 24 stair rail. So I didn't skate it and I feel a little bit bad about it because I wanted to share this session with these guys. So the next day we went to this king rail and I really want to like do something gnarly because I thought that I was like a coward not to skate this rail. So yeah, man, I did a few tricks in that king rail, man, and I pushed myself because I felt that I need to like do something gnarly, you know?
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, it didn't take you many tries.
No, man, no,
It was like
not
3
at
or
all.
something. It was something crazy like that.
Yeah, dude. And I was not expecting to land it, but I don't know, suddenly it happens, man.
What went down on Walnut? Did Sergi front boarded?
Yeah.
And Eric did a nose grind.
Yeah.
Eric, yeah.
Gnarly, man.
Yeah.
And it's high, that rail.
Super
It's
high.
the biggest rail
And it goes
ever.
straight into a road too.
Yeah.
It's massive, man, massive, so tall, man, yeah.
What's the trick that you're most proud of
In the section or what?
Just in life.
in life?
And not on the piano, on a board.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Like, I have this feeling that all the tricks that I know how to do are kind of easy, man. So, just because I know how to do it, you know?
Not for me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It depends on everybody, you know? But I can do some tricks that most people think that they are hard, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. For example, I have a really, really good switch nose grind, you know?
Yeah.
It's very easy for me to do it, and not that many people can do it that easily, you know? But I feel that I'm doing like a 5-0 going in the opposite direction, you know? So somehow, somehow it makes me think that it's an easy trick, man.
What's the trick that gives you the best feeling?
I don't know, man. That's a hard question, man. I like everything, man. I like to skate rails. I like to jump in the box. I really like to skate big rails because the feeling you have afterward is like amazing. But also spending like an hour trying to land a technical trick also makes me feel really good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just thought of something. Yeah, manuals, man. Because I mean, dude, you're known for ledges, big rails, but also manuals. You kill it on What's the hardest manual trick you've ever done?
Well, 360 in, man, is really complicated, man. But 360 nose manual, for example, is very hard, man. I always wanted to do backside 360 nose manual, but I was never able to do it.
Yeah.
Toby,
that switch.
Yeah.
Toby, man. Manual machine, man.
What was it? I can't remember what it was, because with manuals, my mind just goes blank. You did some crazy one, I think in Geeks on Wheels at Parallel.
Yeah.
What was that?
I did 360 manual, the whole thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think that doing 360 manual is not so hard when the manual pad is short, but if you want to do it longer, man, it's so complicated, man. And I didn't did the 180 out that you mostly do. I went straight, so it's even more harder, you know.
You gotta hold it.
You gotta hold it, man. Yeah.
Do you do any other training or anything to keep yourself in shape for skating specifically? Because that's becoming more of a thing you're seeing. There's that rollerblader that you sent me, the Russian guy.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
he's funny.
The guy that you've probably seen him, man. Most of his views come from videos of him skating crazy stuff like the office chairs. Have you seen that?
No.
He straps the office chairs to his feet.
No.
And he did Aladdin.
Backflips and shit.
He did Aladdin recently.
But
this
is
Streetboard? No, this is rollerblader. But he posts a lot of him training in the gym to You don't do anything specific.
Well, what happens to me was that when I was young, I thought that the only way to become a better skater was skating, you know. And I know a lot of skateboarders that they just skate, you know, and they don't go to the gym at all, you know. But it happens to me that I start injuring myself, like my shoulders and my arms, and I realized that I have to work out a little bit my upper body because I was using mostly my legs, you know, to skate. So after that, I started doing a little bit of exercise with my arms to get stronger, not to get injured, you know. It's not about being better rider, it's just to have some strength, not to get injured.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you have to do that more when you get older.
Yeah, man.
I always thought playing the piano for 6 hours a day builds up these muscles and stuff. You know?
We thought you had special weighted keys, so you were getting more resistance, while you're doing it.
Yeah, the thing is, the piano is not about strength, man, at all, man. It's totally the opposite. It's about controlling your energy and your strength to play soft, man.
I like skating, man.
Yeah. It's like
What's
skating, man.
your hardest trick on the piano?
My hardest trick on the piano, man. I don't know, I think that I'm always making a little progress on music, you know, so every year I think I play better, and the songs that my teacher gives to me to learn are more difficult and more difficult. So I think right now what I'm studying and what I'm playing is the hardest song that I know.
Your piano lessons sound really interesting, man. I mean, your teacher tells you to watch different films.
Yeah, I love my piano
movies
teacher.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Have you got a particular composer that you love to play?
Beethoven, man.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I like him so much, man. He's like a punk guy from 200 years ago, man.
You can tell with the hair.
Yeah, man. I have a tattoo of him, man.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, man.
Yeah, man. Tell us about which other musicians have you got tattooed?
I have Jimi Hendrix, Notorious, Ray Charles, and Bob Marley. Man.
Yeah,
the best band ever. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was so influenced by hip hop, man. I was thinking about this yesterday. I believe that I improved my style because of hip hop, man. Just listening to hip hop, I think my style got better, man.
Skating style.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, man.
It's like I often say to people, it's like if you're doing, especially if you're doing like a combo grind or something, I say to people, think about the beat that it's meant to be. Because sometimes people are you're a little bit lost, and you'd be like boom boom cha.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man.
Yeah,
sure.
And I definitely think that helps.
Yeah. I was very influenced by my friend's music taste, like Speed. He was so into metal music, and I used to attend to metal concerts with him. And right now, I don't listen that much to that music, but I think that it also helps me. And I think I was listening to Metallica to skate rails, and it really give me this motivation, man. Yeah, it's amazing how music can, I don't know, make you feel inspired and you skate better, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally, yeah. I don't know how people skate without music, man.
Yeah, I you don't skate with music, do you?
No, I do.
You do sometimes.
Yeah. If I'm on my own, for sure.
Yeah.
And mainly like 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I listen to like a podcast, but that doesn't really give you the same.
No. I don't mind that running, but like
listening to like a Freudian breakdown of the Lost Boys.
Do you listen to podcast when you are running?
Running sometimes. If I'm doing like a really long run, like I'm doing like 2.5 hours, I do sometimes, but not that often. It depends. It's like with scaling, man. It depends what I'm scaling to what I'm gonna put on. Like if I'm doing like a big rail or a big gap, I'll listen to metal or hardcore.
Sure, man.
And then if I'm doing more chilling, it's hip hop most of the time, bit dubstep.
Dubstep's good.
Yeah.
The big drops.
Yeah, it depends on the day, the weather.
Yeah, sure, man.
Definitely.
Lately, I have been listening more to electronic music when I'm skating, man. And I have this connection. I feel that when I'm skating, I'm kind of like dancing also, man. Yeah. I think about this, man.
Yeah, I think about that as well. It's a dance. Right?
Yeah.
I first started appreciating electronic music when I lived with Steph and Will in Stoke Newington, because I always thought like a song had to tell a story, but with electronic music it's very, they say, meditative, and you can just apply whatever you want to it, and it's good for like working or skating.
Yeah. I know what you mean, man.
This one, I almost forgot this one. So some people call you Bob.
Yes.
I'm just gonna call you Bob.
How did that come
Dude,
about?
that story is so boring, man. But I will tell it anyway, because everyone called me Bob here and nobody really knows why. I went to Worlds in California. I don't know which year, 2003. Yeah, 2003. And Speed picked me up with David Allgood. They went to the airport to pick me up. And on the way back to the skate park or whatever, to his house, he asked me, "Hey, what's your name?" And I said, "My name is Ismael." "What? Ismael? What? Ismael?" And he said, "That's too complicated, man. We have to name you with something different." And Bob Marley was on the radio, and he said, "We are gonna call you Bob, man." And that's the story, man.
It's like you can throw it better than Ishmael. Like, "Oh, Bob,"
It's so easy,
Boy,
man.
Ishmael. It doesn't.
Yeah.
But Ishmael is Hebrew for Samuel. We learned that last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sam Sharp taught us
Oh.
that.
Yeah, I
so
heard
we've
that,
got the
man.
same name.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna call you Bob now, man.
Yeah. It's clever.
I'm Fred.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
He's Cliff.
Yeah, Clifford.
Bob, Fred, and Cliff.
Yeah.
What should we do? Start like a calf or something.
Yeah. Selling shroom burgers.
Shroom burgers.
Yeah. What was I going to say? What does the future hold for Bob?
For Bob, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just live every day, I don't think about the future that much, man. But I want to rebuild my skate park. I want to skate more. Maybe I want to film another street video bar, man. I would love to do that, man. But I need to start, and it's so hard, man. But I wish to do it. And I'm doing these parties in Chile, and I'm doing really well with this. And I start DJing for like 2 or 3 years already. So, I'm doing this, and I get some sort of popularity. So I have more jobs lately, and I like it, man. It's fine. Yeah.
How many parties have you done so far?
Like 10. Yeah, like 10. The last one was amazing, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm so proud of it, man. I'm really proud of this because it's not just a party.
Yeah.
We call it museum, because we use the party to do art exhibitions, So we talk with artists that they want to show the artwork. So I like it, man. I think that we are doing something good for the art world and connecting to a party. I think it's really nice, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
How should I say this? You're a very fortunate guy,
Fuck yeah, man.
sort of kind of financially, etc.
Yeah.
And it would be very easy just to have the life of a playboy, but you do all these things and you create things.
I have the life of a playboy, man.
I know you do, but it could be, you don't have to work at doing things. So where do you find the motivation?
I don't know, man. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I understand that I need to have like this discipline on my things. Otherwise, I will be so lost, man. So I really push myself to like skate and play the piano every day, and I try to motivate myself somehow to do it, man, because I had the opportunity to do it, and I don't want to waste my time. Like,
but I started doing this like when I was young, you know, when I was in school.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I didn't have any sort of money. I just was having like a normal life. So this motivation comes from earlier. Yeah, I don't know where this motivation comes from. Actually, I think that I am very motivated about the things that I like because of my father. Because I've seen my father so passionate about the things that he liked that I really want to have passion in my life as well, you know. So yeah, I think that's where my motivation and my passion come from. And
What was your father passionate about?
the sea, man. He's a sailor, man. He lives in a boat for years, man, and he's so into it, man. Yeah.
You were telling us you did that 2 month long voyage from
New Zealand to
New Zealand to Chile.
without seeing any land, man, for 2
Crazy.
months, man. Yeah, so crazy. You need to have a very strong mind to do it, man.
Was he alone?
no, he was with another guy, but the boat is not so big, you know,
Yeah.
and it's always moving, and yeah, I mean, it's so gnarly, man.
If you had to spend 2 months on a boat with a streetboarder,
No,
who would it be? Oh, we should say. No, let's do it now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So
Maybe-
say it again. Go on. I don't want to interrupt.
If you had to spend, I've got to edit this shit.
I know.
If you had to spend 2 months alone on a boat with a streetboarder, who would it be?
Yeah, I think I would choose someone from Snake Like a Girl team, man. Yeah.
Which one?
That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
More editing.
Yeah.
More editing. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe someone that is really like chill, man. I don't know. I don't know how you guys will behave in a boat for 2 months. Man. So, yeah, maybe everyone can turn crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Sort of being lost at sea is like one of my biggest fears as well. So
Really?
yeah, man. You're on a little boat, on a little like raft or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man.
I think I'd like that. I don't know. Imagine quite peaceful. Yeah, I think of that.
There's no
Fucking
Wi-Fi.
peace at last. That's so happy. Oh man, but cool, man. Oh, actually, you got anything?
Well, yeah. No, I had something, but it's gone.
I can't remember. I don't remember.
No, is there anything you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. I think we talk a lot about everything.
Yeah.
But let me think. No, I think it's okay, man. Yeah.
Cool. Because then I do at the end normally some quick questions, and you have to answer like first thing comes to your head. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't remember the question.
I want to mention Alex Morton, man.
Okay. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He was such a talented person, man. We were really like good friends when I was living there, and I really got motivated out of him, man. He was so like, I don't know, talented, man. And he thought that he was able to do whatever, and because of that, he was doing such an early tricks, man.
His section in, is it Left 4 Dead? I don't know. No. It was, I think it was Left 4 Dead.
He did another section after it.
I think there was a standalone section as well.
He did that.
I think that's the one I
Well, he's skating that quite short flat rail with lights.
The one where he does a line when he does like a feeble 180 and then a switch feeble or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
I just think, I don't think anyone's topped that since.
How was it skate? Because that was the crazy thing, when he was skating Left 4 Dead, you can see he was doing some gnarly stuff, but you could see he'd land sometimes and wasn't that comfortable on a board. But then by about a year later, he was like,
He was so young though, man. Like when I was in staying with Victor in Orange County, like his mum came around to vet the house, and Sergio came down in his underpants, like eating a bowl of cereal.
I haven't seen him in so long, man. I don't know what's happening with him, man.
He went to college and then just stopped streetboarding.
Skateboarding, he was.
I don't think he's skating anymore.
And his friend Cody was getting quite good too.
Yeah.
Cody's bodybuilder.
Oh shit!
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. You
We'll drop in a photo.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him, and I think I don't follow him on Instagram.
No. I spoke to both of them a few years ago to interview them for something, just to catch up, and then just when I was in LA, but I never ended up meeting Alex, just too busy with stuff.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy, man.
Yeah, man, I like him a lot, man. We were really like close to each other when I was living in the US, man.
Yeah.
If you could give some words of advice for life.
About what?
About anything, about how to live a good life.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that I'm able to say something about this because I have this like beautiful life, man, and I don't have to worry about money. So maybe I don't have that much information to talk about this because my life is completely different than most of the people, you know.
Yeah, but it would be so easy for you to be a right cunt. But you're not, and like I really admire that, man.
Yeah, well, I think that you have to find your passion in life and just stick with it, man. But I know that maybe you have to struggle with money and you can't. And I don't really understand that because I don't have that issue, you know. But yeah, I think that you have to be passionate about something and just like go for it, man. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, man. We're glad you're the person you are.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, guys, man. I also like you a lot, man.
Cool. Okay, and then at the end, I do these quick questions, so it's just real quick ones.
Okay, I'm gonna focus, man.
Okay, and then they're all streetboard. So, favorite streetboarder ever?
Sergi, man.
Yeah.
Sergi for sure, man.
Favorite video part ever?
Video part? I don't know, man. That's a hard question, man. I think speed section from Left 4 Dead, man.
Yeah.
So gnarly, man. Such a gnarly guy, man.
Favorite full video ever?
Full video? Drop This, I think is really good, man.
Yeah.
They put so much energy into that, man. I like it, man.
Yeah. Favorite skate trip you've ever been on?
A skate trip? Oh, that's a hard question, man. King Cobra Tour was really fun,
That
man.
was good.
Yeah, man, we had so much fun. Well, mostly because it's in California and everything there is so good to skate. But I also like every trip, man. Yeah, but yeah, California trips were amazing. When we went to King Cobra Tour, Yuto was there? No, what's the name of this Japanese rider?
No, that's what we did the red pen.
Yeah, that was Strapson and what?
That was also really good,
That
man.
was fun, man.
Yeah, we had so much fun, man.
Yeah.
So sometimes I mix this.
Yeah, because they were quite close. They were like a year apart. I think. Yeah.
And we rent a van and we were traveling in the van. Yeah, man.
We saw Josh. That was cool.
And
Cool.
when Mango was there, it was for King Cobra Tour.
No.
Yeah. No, that was the Strapson and what? The
Tour.
one where we like in. Do you remember on the river with David?
With David. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Do you remember when he came back driving the car? No, someone else. I think you were driving.
Yeah, he had like 2 sips of Stella and he was fucking surfing the car and pissing
Pissing
on Matt
on
Ellison's leg.
It was so gnarly, dude.
Yeah, I remember, man.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about the question. Tell us the story of the lost treasure of Calvo.
No, man, why should I talk about this, man? It's secret, man. I don't want to be kidnapped or something.
Alright. I was going to watch this, man. Don't worry about it. No Chilean hoods anyway. Apart from Ronaldo.
Yeah, man.
Tell us your best Ronaldo story.
Ronaldo story? I'm sorry, Ronaldo, but I have to talk about this. I don't know, man. There's so many, man. There's so many. Let me think. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell this one. Once I was dating this really like rich girl, and she invited me to her birthday, and I didn't want to go there by myself, so I called Ronaldo to come with me. And before we got there, we started drinking, and we got like kind of drunk. And then we arrived into this party, and I said to Ronaldo, "Hey, please do behave because these rich people, man, don't do shit here, please." So I ran into this girl and I was talking with her and we were kissing or something, and suddenly I looked inside the house because we were in the garden, and I saw Ronaldo arguing with this girl like terribly, like yelling to her. And I went inside and I said like, "Ronaldo, what the fuck are you doing, man?" And he said to me, "I know this bitch and now she doesn't know me, what the fuck, and she doesn't want to say hello to me, what the fuck," and so on. So he was like kind of in a like aggressive mood. So I was very worried about it, and I really want to spend my time with this girl. So there was another guy in this party, and he was leaving, and he was a friend of Ronaldo somehow. And I said to this guy, hey dude, if you're leaving, can you please take Ronaldo because he's super drunk and I want to live with this girl and he's doing like crazy shit. And he said to me, okay, yeah, I will take him, no problem. So he left with Ronaldo, and then some other guy came to me, and like an hour later, and he said to me, hey, you know this guy Ronaldo, right? And I'm like, yeah. Well, I saw him and he's like climbing the fence of the house next door.
Trying to get him back into the bar.
Yeah,
the wrong house.
Yeah, the wrong house, man. No, but this is not the end, man. So I was like very worried about it, and I went outside, and this was like a private house area, you know, and everything had like fences and so on. And this girl owns the same car as Ronaldo, but in a different color, you know.
Yeah.
So when I went to the garden, Ronaldo somehow got inside this girl's house, and he thought that the car was his car, you know? And he was putting his key to start the engine, man, and he was like breaking everything to do it, man. Dude, and I went to the car, I opened the door, and I said like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not your car, man. Your car is like gray and this is white, man. Like, get out of there. And he was sure that this car was from him, so he didn't want to get out of the car. And I just like shut down the door and I went inside. And he fell asleep in the car, man. And he was there sleeping for like 3 hours or something, man. And then I came out and he was still there, and I opened the door and I kicked him out of the car, man. I put him on a cab and he left home, man.
Oh, Ronaldo, we love you, man.
We love you, Ronaldo. For those who don't know, Ronaldo's... Who is Ronaldo?
He's a good friend, man. He's a good friend.
One of the original crew, the Chileans.
Yeah, and sick pledge gator, man.
Yeah, yes.
One of the best.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, in between this. Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Shall we? Yeah,
Let's talk about, oh, what, Flex of the Fortnight.
Oh, yeah.
This week's Flex of the Fortnight is Toma making it to Worlds, and his baby's due next week, and he's got like 2 broken legs or something. He's still coming, so there's no fucking excuse.
Yeah. Well, it's in 2 weeks, unless you're with Kai Hammond. That's the only excuse. Cool. Thank you so much, Ismael. That's really good. And so that's episode 1 of Viper Rooms. It might be called something else next time, but like I said, the host will remain the same. Keep it locked. Any last words?
No.
Thanks. Hit subscribe.
Oh, praise Bob.
Praise Bob.
Yeah.
Sweet.
No.
Thank you. Till next time.